breakthrough energy. That's what's today. That's what's this week. And the precursor is there could be a breakdown for the breakthrough. When you think of something breaking through, there has to be space for it. So that is why there is the breakdown. There is, oh my God, I'm too afraid to do it, or oh my, and that crashes in on you. And then it has to get out of the way for that new version of you that you've been working on and is coming through. So here's what we're doing on Earth right now. My teacher's been calling it Camelot. I like this visualization. Let's use this. So we are creating Camelot. What is Camelot? Camelot is where love prevails. It's kind of like the Black Eyed Peas, people dying, people crying. Where is the love, right? Where is the love? We are the ones that are generating. We know in our solar plexus and heart, love is what prevails. But we ourselves are damaged. We ourselves are still misbehaving. And this is what is getting cleaned up so that the consciousness of humanity upgrades. It starts one person at a time. So here's the thing. The soul lesson that we are in right now, heavily into it, and it's going to go all the way through 23, all the way through 24, is Aries Libra. Aries is the Excalibur. What is an Excalibur? It is a source of power that only you can deliver. It is a source of power that only you can know and give. It is a sword that only you can wield. Only you. That's what it is. Excalibur could not be taken by the best knights, good men, honorable men, noble men. They could not pull Excalibur. Arthur, a peasant that came from nothing, but had been trained by a wizard. And if you're watching me, you've been trained by a wizard. If only it's been me. If you think I'm just a lady, you're wrong. I'm a little wizard girl. But seriously, right? Haven't we been sharing the magic of Kundalini? And the one thing that God gave me, my superpower, is being able to articulate consciousness. That's my gift. That I can listen to somebody's story and their problems and put it into words to help them understand what's going on and move through it. I have this ability to put the story to the feeling. And I'm so grateful. I didn't always understand it. And I've been like this since I was a little girl. And my point is, you got something like that too. And that's what we're getting to. So why haven't we done it? Why hasn't it been easy to do? Here's the thing. 65 to 70% of everybody on Earth right now are old souls. This is not our first rodeo. Been there, done that. We are the ones who were in the dark ages. We are the ones who were caged. We are the ones that misbehaved. I have a very strong lifetime of leading my army into, harm's way, and everybody died, so there is this very big karmic wound about being a leader and like, no, right? And we all have that. And we're doing Kundalini. We're doing these things. And these things really do work. You know how I know? Because it's working for me. And I really, there has definitely been some times where I almost have lost hope. It's like, and it's not like, I'm happily married. I get to do what I want. My kid is good. The bells and whistles are going. But so for me and many of you, it's something else. So I knew my purpose, but I had such a negative talk. A negative talk so bad that it could make me depressed. It could steal my energy. It could keep me from my destiny. Are you anything like that? Now, what I want you to know is it is fixable. And this is the energy that's standing in front of Excalibur for you. The sword that you are supposed to wield. Now, for many of you that have been working with me, we got Excalibur out. But now we're like, okay, now what, right? And we have begun to build our kingdom, but we're kind of like, whoa, who's going to come and how does this serve people? So we're really in the trenches of where do we belong with this? And every single person has a way that the universe gives you gifts on how it can communicate for me. For me, that is the only reason I look at the stars. Astrology is thoughts in my heart from the Sophia. And she communicates to Maharaj Kar through Mercury, Sun, Jupiter. And then because of the way I'm built, I'm able to articulate it to you, but more than being an astrologer, I'm more of a healer and transformer, right? My purpose is to be able to help you really feel, oh yeah, I do that and it sabotages this and therefore I can't get here, right? And make it very simple. Now here's the thing. This is what we're all up against right now. And this is a big day. Because Mercury, tiny little planet, is right here in front of the sun. It's like, well, I know I'm tiny, but I'm going to make a statement, right? So Mercury's at 13 degrees and the sun's at 13 degrees Virgo. And this is like a flash of where you belong and getting your mind right around it. Getting your mind, so there might be a breakdown first. I have so many of my students going, I can't stop thinking this freaking thing or whatever. I just was in it. I'm still kind of in it, but so not as bad. Now, here's what I want to tell you. So as you're stepping into your destiny, all the karma and the way you think starts to rev up because it's not because your ego's an asshole. It's because the ego was built in response to the pain that your childhood has created. And that pain was created purposely by your soul to create a landscape that would build the spiritual muscles that will give you the foundation to be able to be the you you're supposed to be. So it's all on purpose, but you still got to fight the fight. So what do I mean by that? So for myself, the biggest thing was how I create things in life. How I used to do it was by a very big stick with Marcia, and a lot of bashing me, a lot of you've got to, a lot of you're not good enough would make me very motivated to prove that voice wrong. Well, over time, the queen I am and the little girl inside of me said, you know what? I'm not going to do it that way anymore. I'd rather just sell the yoga studio and forget about it. Unless you can be nice to me, And so we get in this, and whatever your thing is, so you got the knowledge of what's not working, and I know that it's keeping me from the larger purpose of being able to heal and be with you the way I should. Okay, so I know that, but knowing that is not enough, right? We all have been there, and many of us are here now. So here's the thing. With this strong Mercury energy in Virgo, going in reverse, Virgo has the strategy. Virgo is the perfectionist. And in this way, this is good. This perfectionistic energy is able to give us a strategy that's going to help you in some of this constant thought that is keeping you from your bliss, that is making your solar plexus go, and then closing off the heart. So it can look like, like I do my stuff and then I get full of doubt and I hit my knees. Divine Ma, I'm just like grabbing onto the doubt. I'm just beating myself up. Let it go. So there's some things. Physicality. I do a lot of fist anger. Meditation, walking in nature, but also responding right away. And this temptation is like, this isn't working. I just, set it down and I just picked it right back up. This is it. This is the fight. You stay with that, and there is going to be longer spaces in between. And where you get to eventually is the habit of whatever it is that you use to keep you from your destiny will come up, and you will be less and less attached to it, which means it won't steal prana. It won't steal energy. You'll be like, oh, yeah, we're not thinking that way anymore. And let it go. The beginning feels like this insane little fight sometimes. Don't worry about it. Just do the fight. So today has a little peak, but this is going on all the way into, I think, middle of next week, and then Mercury's going to go direct. And when it goes direct, everything that you've been stuck in your mind, and so Virgo with this strategy could be like, just really going after this for you, and it could feel like it's too much, but it's going to go forward and help you make good decisions and really embrace this power that is you. Really pick up Excalibur and know that you have a talent, you have a light, you have a love that can only come from you. And and so this soul lesson that we're in, the Aries Libra eclipses, is about choosing you to shine. And so, of course, we're doing the 3-day. It's all about that. It's also all about us being a collective of human beings that know our soul purpose. And we support each other to be these individual specialties. It's so important to get that support from each other, to handle the envy and jealousy that can come up, or whatever we do, that instead of being with like-minded people and being raised up together. That's what it's all about. So we fight the fight. That's really what today is about. The fight to belong in the destiny we know is ours. And sometimes, the mind will do, well, if it was mine, why would I be so negative and afraid? Because you're in the habit of that. Because we come from the dark ages. We come from being slaves in Egypt. We come from hard times. And we came to recreate that sort of bondage, fear, to face it and say, that's not true right now. And here's the thing is, when you look at the collective, it could be true again if we don't put our foot down. And that foot down starts with us as individuals. One of the things to keep in mind is that a lot of times, I hear from my audience, like, but the world is so hard right now. And it's like, it's so scary. Like, why try right now? Why try right now? Now is the time, because as bad as it is on the outside, you are the antidote. You actually can harness more power, because the world is sort of distractive in this chaos. As our consciousness raises, it's like a wave of light. It's not that we don't need to protest when it's appropriate. It's not that we don't need to vote for the right people. But there is no exact right thing. That's the problem. The right thing is inside of you. And when the right love and the right action and the right energy starts to be more of who you are all the time, what happens then? That's how we change this world we're living in. Not by complaining about it, not by judging about it, because I'm responsible for this world I'm seeing. I am. You are. And it's great news, because I can do the work right here. Here's how you know this is true. If it wasn't, then the media and all of social media wouldn't spend so much time trying to make you feel insecure about the way you look, and insecure about the money you have, and get you to judge this sect of people and get you to judge that situation. Why would that be even a part of the power of this world if you're not so important? You are. Your mind matters, and what you mind matters in your life, and they know it, right? So we are healing, and we are stepping into our power, and we are graduating, so many of us as humans. So tonight we are going to do a big healing to really connect the mind and heart and strategize our spiritual awakening. So that is going to be, it's called a Mercury Sun Quasimi Kriya, and you're going to love it. And then this weekend, I'm doing a mystery school. So you're going to have a personal reading about where Aries is and Libra, where the pain and where you get stuck is, and where your destiny and crown is, and how to work with it. This is going to be a great precursor about the 3-day, because that will be the energy we're working with in the 3-day. And on the 3-day in October, we are going to do yoga underneath the solar eclipse in this beautiful park. And then we're going to feed you. And also, we're going to do transformational light healings on the guests. I don't think there's going to be more than 10. So here's the other thing. During the 3-day, I'm going to know where your Aries and Libra is. So the messages that will be shot during our transformational healings, and we'll have 2 of those, one on, I think Saturday and Sunday, but it could be Friday and Sunday. But anyway, I will be communicating you through sound and messages during the meditations directly to you, that's going to keep helping you hold that Excalibur, stand in your power, wield your new vision for the queendom and the kingdom that you are building. This is a powerful time. We've been in a powerful time our whole lives, really, because it's been getting us ready for this. But since 2012, there is so much of this cycle that's going higher and higher and higher and higher. And we are here to be in that wave of light. And I am so grateful for what I do. And that God has given me this ability to speak to the individual and say, this is what it is. Here's how you fix it. The thing is, a fix is not a snap. A fix is a journey. Just like if you've ever been in an addiction and had to get sober, it's the same. You don't just say, oh, I shouldn't drink. No, it's way bigger than that. We have to heal those parts of us that made that possible. But as those places heal, then the addiction loses its power over you. The true way to look at this, the reason you are maybe still haven't found the love of your life, or don't feel you have your purpose, or health thing keeps you down. We all, me included, have a certain thing like, I just can't get that right? It's not enough to understand it. And then the next level of knowing is how it happened and why. And then the next level is what to do about it. The knowledge of what to do about it is not a one and done. It's a practice then. And when your ego knows you are in the fight of dismantling this Samskar knot, it will rear up. It will fight you on it. Because it built this addiction to fear in order to keep you from its biggest fear. Because it fears that if you do this, you're going to die. It feels like that, or something horrible is going to happen. It's not true. But the ego has the memory that the soul brought from lifetimes and is trying to save you from that. And it's like, I don't need your help on this. In fact, I want to go right towards the thing you're trying to make me afraid of. So the knowledge is not enough. You have to chip away at it. And that's what we do at the Great Divine Flow, right? So you got to have that personal practice and then come to the studio and then do these couple things. The next thing that's coming up is the 40-day. The 40-day is going to be a little more rigorous than it ever has been. We'll be learning the 9th Purdy, which is going to be all about through deep listening. What is deep listening? Deep listening is this. It is hearing, feeling, processing, awareness. Then we have truly deeply listened. So through the Sunya process in this Purdy, we are learning how to expand. Expansion of your field. We usually stay really tight. The reason we stay tight is because we are addicted and overly conscious of fear. So we go and we hold tight. As we work with this Sunya, the 9th Purdy, and we do our Kundalini Yoga, we begin to become brave, noble, courageous, unconditional love. And then we are expanded. Why is expanded good? Here's why. It's super easy. It's a feeling thing. So I've got this pain in my life, and this is what's going wrong. When I'm constricted, this becomes my whole life. When we do the work, we are in this expanded consciousness. We have notice of what is not quite right. However, we have access to all this information and healing and love from Divine Mother that we can now move forward as we are healing what needs to be healed. We're not what? Stuck. Then, besides learning that 9th Purdy, we are going to be doing Subang Kriya. Subang means problem avoider. Like problems cannot get you when you get noble and successful. This is what we are going to do, that Kriya. And then silence. And our silence will be in the Hertz tone with Jonathan Goldberg of the throat chakra, which is where Libra is. So the nobility is really going to activate our Aries energy. The sitting in silence is going to help us have the awareness that we are seeking from our ninth Purdy of how we have remained stuck through our relationships to ourselves, to God, and to the other. So the 40-day will start on Saturday, September 23rd. You want to be there. You want to be there. I love you so much. This is a fun place, this place, Earth. With the right energy, you can enjoy almost all of it. I promise. Sat Nam.